Psychedelic Experience record run, number 28. I've got actually about twice as many records to show as Mellow Yellow, but we're trying to get caught up to the August St. Louis record show finds.
Yeah.
So the next video, gonna be some gold.
Yes,
this video catches us up, and then we'll be there. All right, so long enough setup, let me get it started. All right, first off, GB's is one that good shape, but you know, not terribly expensive record, but it was just had to have. Chambers Brothers, Time Has Come, one of the great psychedelic tracks. You'll always see the title track for this played over footage of the Vietnam conflict and some of the moments of racial tension of the 1960s. So the Chambers Brothers, they meant it when they said the time had come for some change and some deeper thought about some things. And this is a great record. The other tracks on it are good, but they aren't in the same vein really, but still it's a must-have for that track. It's a really good one.
They do a good cover, People Get Ready.
Yes, really yeah, that's the other kind of standout, but this is, oh, I love the title track of this record. Mellow Yellow did a little picking up for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Ah, there we go. Lick My Decals Off. Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band. I have to say, I don't love this as much as Trout Mask. In fact, I don't even think it's quite in that level. But there's some cool stuff. I really like I Want to Find a Woman That'll Hold My Big Toe Till I Have to Go. I also like the Buggy Boogie Woogie and Space Age Couple. It's just a fun record, man. And it's in really good shape. It was still in the shrink, so has a little bit of shrink wear on the spine there. Obviously, I can't see it, but anyway, this is you know, I love the Beefheart. Gotta get it. 1970s, Lick My Decals Off, baby. I wanna find you, hold my big toe, yeah.
So I actually won tickets to see Wilco on concert, like a month ago maybe a little longer. Took this guy right here. We didn't really know Wilco stuff that much. We both kind of went in blind or deaf, I guess. I don't know how you describe that, but really good concert. Really,
I loved it, man. We had awesome seats.
We did, dead center. I don't know, 30 rows back or so. It was pretty sweet. Yeah. But anyway, so I had to go pick up the tickets from Euclid Records. Like, well, I'm here to pick up tickets. I might as well do a little shopping. Gave myself about 60 bucks to spend. Got 5 albums, so do the math. It's 12 bucks a piece, give or take a little bit.
Wait a minute, hold up. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Checked out. All right, so when I've got a little extra scratch, I like to take flyers on stuff, do a little blind buy-in. This is one of them. This is Jolliver, Arkansas Home. No idea what it was. It's on Bell Records.
Oh yeah.
Which you know, it was like, oh, it's on Bell. That's interesting. It's on this. It's a promo copy.
I have never seen that label before.
White label. It's sort of a baby blue.
Yeah, the Bell is usually that dark purple blue.
Yeah. It's not bad. A little bit hard rockish. I think it's from '68 or '69. I don't know. I don't have a good opinion of the album overall. There's a couple tracks that I really like. You Keep Me Satisfied, Bright as Fire, and Hatred Sun.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, they're all pretty short tracks, nothing longer than like 3.5 minutes, so it moves along pretty quick. And it's kind of cool, I don't know, because some kind of fuzzed up guitars with a little country rock sound. It's okay. It's not bad. Good, not great.
It's okay. So I also spent some time up in southern Wisconsin, as I often do. Went to my regular place up there, the Exclusive Company. There were some cheapos, glad to have them. Here's a warning record. This is not as psych as it looks. John Mayall, live in Europe. Really, really cool cover. Obviously somebody had crossed out a name, gone to great lengths to do that up here. It's just blues.
Yeah. The
John Mayall and Eric Clapton Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton is worth your time. It's a great record. Other John Mayall stuff, I will say that the carpet doesn't match the drapes in that regard. A lot of it looks super psych. Just be wary. I mean, if you like blues, I'm not saying it's bad blues. It's just, it's not psych, but the cover looks psych.
Yeah.
Some cash in here, cashing in on the death of Jimi Hendrix. This one is Pickwick release, all the record companies that pillaged the Jimi Hendrix archives. This is another one of those ones where it's kind of like, is it really him playing on there?
Yeah.
Don't know. But anyway, it was cheap. It was like a $2 or $3 record, Jimi Hendrix. It just reminds me, the first records that I collected were Hendrix records, and so I picked this one up for cheap. And it's not bad, the material on it, it's the bluesier stuff, but it's good. So this is just Jimi on Piglet.
Nice. I was really surprised to find this, and it's in great condition.
Whoa!
Yeah, this is the Rolling Stones Songbook by the Andrew Oldham Orchestra. Most known for the Verve sampling on Bittersweet Symphony. That was the last track, the last time they used the sample from it. This is an original Canadian pressing. US were 65. Canada. No, Canada, their first pressing was 1966, I believe, if I'm seeing things right on Discogs. I don't know if it ever been played until I put the needle on it. I don't know. It's classical orchestrations of Rolling Stones tracks. It's really kitschy. Yeah! And that's the best thing on here, because it's recognizable. It's sort of like, oh, that's catchy. Oh, now I want to listen to the Verve. This was 15 bucks, but it's mint. Yeah, this is kind of a purger. I'm glad I listened to it. I'm glad I had it. I can say, yeah, I've heard everything on there. I don't know. It is what it is.
And then a record that I honestly should have probably given a chance to before this, but I've always stayed away from. You'll see $6 and $8 copies of this, and they'll stay in a bin forever. I found an original French pressing that was still sealed, so I got,
oh yeah,
John and Yoko, Plastic Ono Band, a live piece in Toronto, 1969. And this is a pretty good record, I actually have to say. A lot of the first side is covers, and then a really cool track called Cold Turkey, which they say, you hear them talking about, well, we've never played this live before, but it's a cool track. Side 2 is 2 tracks, Don't Worry Kyoko and John John, Let's Hope for Peace. I'm gonna say this. I don't mean to cast aspersions on Yoko Ono, I think she gets a bad rap, but side 2 of this, I've never heard music that more aptly described the term, or was described by the term, caterwauling. It's just a lot of, it's weird, but it's Yoko Ono, so if you like that, it's there. If you don't like that, don't flip the record over. You know? I mean, that's just how it is. I found an LP that the cover was so smoking cool that I was like, that's gotta be great! This is Eternal Gospel Zodiac by Dr. Herb Pugmire. I thought for sure, this had to be some sort of private press psych thing. Look at that front cover, man. Look at that. Really cool, and then the back. Whoa. Nope. This is a sermon. If you're a neo-psych band out there, please do this. Please take this exact cover, buy this record from me, replicate it exactly, but just make a deep fuzz album. Yes. But have it beginning like somebody introducing a preacher and like him starting a sermon and then thwack! You know, like, oh man. It was just too freaking cool, and nope. I don't know what else to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a joy to have in our pulpit men of God.
This was my surprise find. I've been kind of looking for a copy of this for a while. I know a couple of people that have it and are really big on it. This is the Arbors featuring I Can't Quit Her and The Letter. This is a cheapie. This is, if you pay 10 bucks for it, you've overpaid. I think this was 4 bucks or 6 bucks. Fantastic pop psych. I love this album. This is a cheapie, but it's a contender for top 10.
Whoa!
It is. There are a couple stingers on here. It's
questionable.
It's not all killer. There's a couple filler tracks, but they're cover of The Letter, and then Good Day Sunshine, Like a Rolling Stone, I Can't Quit Her for Emily. It's so good. And then they do a cover of Touch Me, The Doors' Touch Me, and turn it into like a pop psych ballad. It's beautiful. It totally changed that meaning of the song for me. I see it in a whole different light now. It's slowed down and it's very tender, and you're like, oh, this is a beautiful love song. Not quite How Can You Mend a Broken Heart, but but it's
Give
good.
Mellow Yellow his minute there.
Right. No, this is great. If you find this in a dollar bin or a cheapie bin, pick it up. Don't sleep on this. This is good.
I also got a box of records for my brother-in-law who says he's purging all physical media from his life. His loss, my gain.
That's right.
So a couple cool ones. This is Rare Earth, the Get Ready album. It's not great, but I listened to it and I was like, that's not terrible either. It's got the Tobacco Road cover on there. I like Magic Key and Train to Nowhere, I think, are the tracks on side 1. And I can't even recall if I've dropped the needle on side 2, which is the 21.5-minute jam of Get Ready. But, you know, maybe I'm just not ready for that. There was also the double LP Rare Earth Live in this set. I listened to this one, and I'm going to tell you this. I'm keeping this one. That one I didn't even have the heart to drop the needle on. It was just like, you know,
yeah.
Nah. Also in that batch for my brother-in-law, Sounds of India, Ravi Shankar.
Very cool.
I've never seen a copy of this
Dude, that's
before.
awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting. So this is on the 1001 You Have to Hear Before You Die.
Yeah. Ding.
And it's interesting because it's him talking and sort of introducing the concepts of the constructs of Indian music. Only 3 musicians, they're on the back there, and then Shankar sort of introduces each track. There's 5 tracks, I think, total. And it's, I mean, it is what it is. It's him sort of displaying Indian music to clearly what's intended to be a Western audience and sort of breaking it down there. So it's not quite the performance at Monterey,
right?
But it's pretty cool stuff. So
really cool.
Yeah, I was glad to have it. It's in pretty good shape too. So
I love that cover too. It's cool. This is one I've been after for a long time. This was 15 bucks. It's the Mandrake Memorial, self-titled. This is pretty deep psych, kind of a folk bit to it. Bird Journey, the opening track, is really good, and then Dark Lady, the closing track on side 1. Strange, if I'm remembering that one correctly. It's so good. There's a lot of harpsichord on here, and I read that they had a sponsorship deal with a harpsichord company, which is why there's so much harpsichord.
Classic.
But there's some sitar on here, kind of an Eastern vibe, like I said, a little bit folky, but man, it's deep and trippy. I've heard that their other album, Puzzle, or one of their other albums, Puzzle, is much better than this.
Oh, okay.
And boy, if it's much better, I want to hear it, because this is great. This is fantastic.
Another one in that set for my brother-in-law, Bob Dylan, Street Legal, 78, I want to say off the top of my head. Yeah. So I was kind of interested in seeing how much of the material on this record, which I see in, you know, $4 and $6 bins all the time, and I've never gravitated to before. I wanted to see how many tracks on this were listed in the Rolling Stone 100 Greatest Bob Dylan Tracks. 3 of them.
Wow.
And it's pretty good too. I don't dislike this. The picture on the back is just atrocious.
It really is.
It's really, really what's going on there, Bob.
Got a Neil Diamond flair.
Yeah, the late 70s and the aesthetic of rock. Not that great. But really, I'm keeping this. I'm glad to have it. A free Dylan record.
Yeah.
Alright, and then sort of the best of the box from that stuff for my brother-in-law. Did not expect to see this in there.
Ooh, I haven't seen this. I'm excited.
Otis Blue.
Whoa!
Stereo pressing. I have a mono pressing. It's original pressing on Volt.
That's awesome.
It's not in the greatest shape, but it's certainly not in bad shape at all.
Well done, Jerry.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, he was just like, I don't want these anymore. Purging all physical media, don't even care. I was like, can I give you any? No, don't need it. Just take them.
Wow.
Take the records.
That is a foreign concept to me.
I know, right?
Physical media.
I'm holding on to it. The ship is sinking and I'm gathering it all into a large rucksack. Save the records!
Yes.
All right, but this has, and you'll have to look at the cover, man. Look at that hype sticker. This LP contains satisfaction. Has there ever been a more appropriate hype sticker? Yes, it does.
The last one, I had no clue what this was. It was $10, Don Robertson, Dawn. I just saw the cover and was like, oh, I'm buying that. It's $10. I don't have a clue. It's coming home with me. To describe this, I would call it proto-new age. It's weird, man. This is I don't know, like you're going in for a massage and they put on the ocean sounds and this record and they rub you down. I don't know, that got weird. I'm sorry. This is just, it's really interesting, and if you read the liner notes, this is music for heads, man. I mean, this is out there, weird stuff. The opening track, Dawn, is 9.5 minutes long. It's pretty good, but Contemplation, The Candle, and Gateless Gate are amazing. It's new agey, so it's kind of out there, but it's psychedelic. There's guitar on it, there's sitar, there's all kinds of stuff going on. This is awesome. This is really, really solid. It goes for a little bit of money on Discogs, but eBay I saw kind of all over the place, so I think it's one that's still under the radar a little bit unless you're in the know. And now you are. You're welcome. So.
All right, well, those are our recent pickups. We'll give you an update on the August St. Louis Record Show. Good stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Until next time, avoid scratches and stay in the groove.